So he went on the CBS Early Show, and he's going to talk to the anchor, and Harry Smith asked him, "Hey, this is you got to explain yourself here a little bit better. I mean, it seems like what you're doing is outside of the law." And he wants to explain, "No, that's not true. I got this thing on lockdown. I figured it out." And he explains why as well. So quick clip here. Let's watch.
The law says that I cannot deny mixed-race marriages.
Mm-hmm.
And that means prevent them from getting married. And I did not prevent them getting married.
Right.
Would
you refuse a license to anybody else based on, well, maybe he doesn't have a job, or maybe, she's got a crazy family, or would you refuse a license to anybody for any other circumstances?
Well, like I said before, I don't give marriage license.
Well, okay, or
period.
perform a marriage.
Perform a marriage on account of that?
Or anything
No.
else?
No.
No. Just this
well,
one thing.
Wait. Let me correct that. If somebody comes with marriage license and want to get married, and one of them is intoxicated or seems to be, or on drugs or whatever, yeah, I can recuse myself and make them come sober.
Yeah.
And that's legal.
I've had this job a long time. Even the governor of Indiana has said disciplinary action should be taken immediately, including the revoking of his license.
Well, I don't have a license. I'm an elected official. So he quite didn't know what he was talking about by losing my license.
Well, Mr. Bardwell, we thank you very much for your time this morning.
Well, can I say something to the couple?
Go ahead quickly.
I'm sorry, that I offended the couple, but I did help them and tell them who to go to and to get married, and they went and got married, and they should be happily married, and I don't see what the problem is now.
All right. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sir. Okay, I got three things out of this. First, look, I denied the license if you're black and white. Oh, yeah, that's right. If you're drunk or you're high, because I guess you must be drunk or high trying to do an interracial marriage. Come on now. But I don't deny them the license. They can go get it from somebody else. Somebody not quite as racist as me. Now, the thing is, but that's the amazing part. As you look at it, he really, in his bones, believes he's not racist. We gave you the quotes from him in an earlier show where he said, "What you talking about? I have blacks at my house all the time. I have piles and piles of black friends." It's a quote. He said, "I even let them use the bathroom." Are you not merciful? Are you not merciful? But he thinks, what's the big deal? But you see, Keith, what you don't understand is if everybody does what you did, then they got to go county to county. First of all, you got extra expense. Second of all, you got extra hassle. Third of all, you're going to discourage some people from doing it in the first place. Not everybody, not most people, but some people. And you're denying them the privileges that they have as normal United States citizens. And this should be obvious to you. What if everybody in the state of Louisiana did it? And then Alabama, and then Mississippi? So, well, I suppose they could go to Connecticut. Yeah, but that's not how it's supposed to work. And the one other small thing I got out of it was, you notice how the interviewer there, Harry Smith in that case, is so polite to him? It's because they promised him that they'd be nice to him if he came on air. And that's how media works, right? When you got to step up and say, "Hey, Mr. Bardwell, I'm sorry, but can you see how this doesn't make any sense? I mean, you just told me that the only way you won't marry somebody is if they're drunk or black and white." I mean, can you not see how that's offensive? But he doesn't go there because, everybody's kid's gloves in the media. And that's how access works. And it sucks. That's why it sucks. That's why people are tired of it.
This is why I would love to talk to someone like this. It's really that easy. This would be the simplest case to really go after someone. And you don't even go after them. You can be nice to them and say, he said he make sure he went out there. Well, first of all, as you said, he doesn't realize he's a racist. He doesn't understand that. So you have to make him convince himself. So he said, and I told him somewhere that we can get it done. And they should be happily married. I have no problem with that. I don't know if he said that, but he said they're happily married, and I sent them to someone who could because I'm not going to do it. So if you ask him, what do you think of that guy who you referred them to? Do you think he's doing the wrong thing? And I don't know what his answer would be. Maybe because he would actually put two and two together this time and say, oh, it's fine. But since he doesn't believe it, he should think that no one else should do it too, right? if he thought his logic made any sense.
Right, because he thinks, and he said on numerous occasions, look, I'm doing it for the children. For the children. You know, I want to protect them, because if you're biracial, I mean, you got no chance in America. You couldn't possibly be president or anything. I mean, how can you possibly think that? Harry, you got to ask him that question. I'm sorry, but you got to ask it. You know, and JR's right. It's not to badger the guy. I mean, I don't think he's, as you look at him, I mean, he doesn't intend to be malicious. Let's put it that way, right? That's why I want to ask him some questions. Like, Keith, can't you see that? You see what I'm saying? And see what his response is. Maybe he is malicious and he's hiding it, or maybe he's not and he just never thought about it that way. And that's why it'd be an interesting conversation if you actually interviewed him.